What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far. Let me get into this goddamn episode of General Hospital. I actually like today's episode because I have a lot to talk about on this episode. And you already know I'm about to talk some shit about some people because I just don't like what everybody doing. I feel like this episode was kind of entertaining to me because it was just a lot of bullshit in today's episode. Everybody just trying to cover their ass in this episode. So many people. And it's like they're doing everything that they're saying and doing is out of selfishness for themselves, like, and it's just funny to me. Yes, I have my ginger ale. I love ginger ale. I'm trying to stop drinking soda. I don't know how I can stop. Don't judge me. Anyway, who the fuck do I start with first? I really want to talk about Morgan and Kiki. That's who I really want to talk about first, is Morgan and Kiki. Sam and Silas, I ain't really care about their scenes today, but I will mention it. I just didn't really care. But Morgan and Kiki, I have to talk about this because enough is enough. I see what road they're heading down with this storyline, and it's too reminiscent to a storyline on One Life to Live that they did 4 years ago, that I just felt like this is not an original storyline. And here's why. I don't like to mention One Life to Live, but I always have to mention it sometimes when storyline purposes dictate it. So I'm going to mention it. 4 years ago, if you were watching One Life to Live in 2009, you recall Clint Buchanan was dating Nora Hannon. Remember, in June of 2009, he proposed to Nora, but she still had feelings for Bo. Now, you remember, she got engaged to Clint, but she was still clearly in love to Bo. Remember, the day before the wedding, Clint asked her, do she want to call off the wedding? He gave her an out. Remember that? And Nora still went ahead with the wedding. And remember, after what happened during their marriage, she kissed Bo and declared her love for him, and Clint found out. He disowned Bo, he divorced Nora, and all hell broke loose. Remember that? Okay, keep that in mind, because this is going to play an integral part in what I'm about to say. Today, Morgan had a dinner set up outside the boathouse for Kiki. I swear it was a romantic ass dinner. I applaud Morgan for his effort. Like, seriously, because I think that was a very nice romantic thing to do. And it really showed some romance for a kid his age. And I'm like, you don't see romance like this no more in this show. Like candlelit dinner. It was just romantic. I liked it. What can I say? He's a jackass, but I liked it nonetheless. Okay, here's the thing. Kiki comes up. She's all sweaty or whatever. She likes that he planned this nice dinner for her, and she was asking, did she have time to change and stuff like that. So she ran in to go, and she found a dress that he picked out for her. Nice looking outfit. So she ran out, and Morgan said he loved her and stuff like that, but she didn't say I love you back. And it kind of irritated Morgan, and he kind of, put the candle out with his finger. He put the fire out with his finger. That's how mad he was. And I don't blame him. It's like Kiki's just playing games with this kid, and I don't like that. So, anyway, they're having dinner, and, Alice brings over the dessert. So, Kiki says she can't eat another bite. Morgan tells her if she don't like the dessert, she don't have to eat it. He opens the lid, and it's a black box with a nice ass diamond ring in it. That ring was gorgeous. Nice ass diamond ring in it. She loved it. He put it on her finger. She was wondering where he got the money, but he said that's not important, so she assumed he got the money from Sonny. So this is where this part comes in, where I mentioned the Clint and Nora situation, where Clint gave Nora an out. Morgan gave Kiki an out. He told her if she wanted to cancel the engagement and stuff like that, if she's not ready, he'll understand. You know what that bitch did? She didn't call off a motherfucking thing. This was her chance to back out of this because it's obvious she don't love him and it's obvious she ain't ready to get married. But she married him. She's going to marry him anyway. This is where I think this story is going. If they do get married, she's going to end up kissing Michael behind his back again and declaring her love for Michael. Morgan's going to find out. He's going to disown Michael and he's going to divorce this heifer. That's what I think is going to happen. It's very obvious because they went down this same road with Clint, Bo, and Nora. And it's a tired ass storyline. And I see this shit coming a mile away. Hopefully, since Ron and Frank love twists and turns, they can not go in that direction. Because I feel like this is where it's going. Kiki, she's a bitch. Like, seriously, marrying this kid, knowing that you talking about you want to learn to love him. Bitch, you can't learn to love somebody. Either the love is there or bitch, it ain't there. And obviously your love for him is not there. And I feel like Morgan is wasting his time with this skeezer. I love Kristen Alderson, but I do not like the character of Kiki. I'm sorry, I just can't take this chick. So anyway. I feel like everybody in this situation, as far as Morgan and Kiki's relationship, they're all fucking wrong. Sonny, Kiki, Morgan, Michael, Connie, they're all wrong. They all want to justify their bullshit for keeping secrets and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, y'all all in the wrong. Which brings me to Sonny and Connie. These two fucking nutcases. So Connie is telling Sonny, back it up, hold up. Where did Connie get keys to Sonny's house? Why is Sonny giving out keys to his house? Sonny, stop it. Giving people keys. I see Carly still got her keys. You know Carly ain't never giving up her key to Sonny's house. Just in case she want a late night booty call. But anyway. So Connie is crying and stuff about the crimson paper, and you know she still ain't tell Sonny about the fact that she sent the birth certificate and stuff to the printers. Well, Derek Wells was the one that sent it to the printers, but Connie was the one that okayed it and gave it to him. So Sonny is praising her for keeping the secret and protecting Morgan and stuff like that, and all he keep talking about is thank you for doing this for me, because you know how Sonny is. He's all about me, of course. So he promised her that if her magazine gets shut down, he'll help her start a new magazine. I feel like he did that out of selfishness, and I feel like he's doing this out of guilt. Only reason why he's keeping Morgan secret is out of guilt because of how Morgan feel. And he's doing this because he felt like Connie put her career on the line to protect him and Morgan. So he's trying to give her a magazine or give her the money for a new one out of gratitude, not of guilt, which I think is fucking stupid. It's just retarded. Like, seriously. Connie, so when Sonny left to go get the dessert out the refrigerator, she got on the phone and called her people and told them to pull the fucking story. She didn't want to run the ELQ story because out of guilt, because of Sonny wanting to give her her own magazine and stuff like that. She can't do that to Sonny. Here's my thing. I feel like even if Sonny did give her her own magazine, it wouldn't be the same as Crimson. And I feel like in Connie's heart, she would feel like it's not the same as Crimson. Crimson was something she did on her own. That was her dream child. You know what I'm saying? That was her brainchild. You know what I'm saying? She loved that magazine. Something she created without anybody's help except for Jack's, because he financed it, but still it was her idea. And she put a lot of years into that magazine, and it won't be the same. But I feel like personally, she called her people to pull the fucking story because she felt like she couldn't do it to Sonny. But by the time she called and told him to pull the story, it was too late. It was already going to get published whether she liked it or not. And besides, Derek Wells already told those people she doesn't have the power to pull stories because he's the owner of the magazine. So she called Derek Wells and told him to pull that story, and Derek told her no. He's the owner of the magazine. He's going to publish it whether she likes it or not. So I'm like, damn, bitch, you hit. And fucking Connie is so stupid because y'all all keeping secrets. Had she told Sonny what she did, she could have at least gave him a heads up so that way he wouldn't be caught off guard the next day when he get the paper. It's a lot of shady shit going on. All of them keeping secrets. So anyway, Alexis is at the floating rib talking with Mac about how she don't know who Sam's father is except for his first name. Julian comes strolling his ass in there calling Ava, telling Ava to call him back because she was holding out on him because I guess he read that birth certificate and found out she didn't tell him the truth. He probably thought Franco was really Kiki's father. He never knew Silas Clay was her father. So he was surprised when he saw that birth certificate. So she was holding out on information with him. So I know he's going to be pissed about that. But he still published it anyway. Because I think this could still work in his favor to take over ELQ once Tracy get it. He's going to try to take it from Tracy, which should be easy for him. So, anyway, Julian sees Alexis at the bar. He walks up to her, which I think is kind of crazy because I thought RC and Frank were going to, wait for probably another week to have Alexis and Derek Wells or Julian bump into each other. But he bumped into her. He walked up to her at the bar and said she looked familiar to him, but she said she don't know him. And he introduced himself and stuff like that. She already knew his name was Derek Wells because Sam told her about the story that he was going to publish in the Port Charles Press. You want to know what's funny to me? When Alexis looked at him, she didn't know who he was. He didn't look familiar to her from back in the day. I mean, granted, that was like over 30 years ago that she got pregnant. And the reason why I say 30 years ago is because she was 55. She's 55 now. And she was 16 when she had Sam. Sam is about 37 now, 36, 37 in real life. But I think on the show, Sam is about 30. So that had to be about 30 years ago. So, of course, he would look different to her. Not all people look the same from 30 years ago. So I can understand why Alexis didn't recognize Julian and vice versa. But I get this feeling from her looks, like when Alexis was looking at him and stuff like that, she kind of got a feeling that she did know him from back in the day. She got that vibe like that from him, that she knew him. So I think eventually it's going to come back to her what his face looked like. Because mind you, she was drunk that night. But anyway, he told her he could not run. And Mac was so fucking funny. The facial expressions he was making when he felt like Julian was trying to use old ass pickup lines on Alexis. The facial expressions he made was funny. But he told her he couldn't run the story as a front page article because the ELQ scandal takes precedence over that. And she was pissed because she felt like Danny's health is more important than the scandal at ELQ, which I happen to agree with. But he said that he can put it in the paper. It just won't be front page news. So he offered to pay for her a drink. Oddly enough. Remember back in the day, he bought her a drink and got her pissy drunk. But anyway, that's when he got the call from Connie and stuff like that. Then he left. Anyway, Sam and Silas Clay were in Danny's hospital room. They were talking about her father and the leads that she got. The nurse came knocking on the door and told Silas that the paternity test was ready, but he said it can wait. Go figure. He been bitching about them tests, and now all of a sudden you want to wait. So, anyway, Michael, he was at the Metro Court with Alice, AJ, and Elizabeth celebrating AJ's ELQ, him remaining as CEO. So Alice had to leave to go help Morgan with his dinner with Kiki. Michael wanted to leave because, he didn't want to be the third wheel. So Michael left and he went into the Metro Court restaurant where he bumped into Olivia. And they started talking about Sonny and Connie and stuff like that. And Olivia, he said that he understood how she felt. And so they started comparing notes about her, love life with Sonny, the triangle between her, Sonny, and Connie, and his triangle between Morgan and Kiki, even though he didn't use any names. And they realized that their stories are quite similar. So, Michael pretty much jeopardized his happiness for Morgan's happiness. And Olivia jeopardized her happiness for Connie's, happiness. I feel like what Sonny said, like where he said Michael went after Morgan's girlfriend, I understand where he's coming from. At the same time, Michael, Michael is wrong in the situation too, because he went after his girlfriend, his brother's girlfriend, which is wrong. But the heart wants what the heart wants. He can't help that. Nobody can. But I feel like Sonny's wrong because Michael's pretty much beating himself up because he thinks that he's, in love with his cousin. And he don't know that that's not his cousin. So that's fucked up that Sonny don't tell him the truth. It's like Sonny chose one son over the other, and Sonny act like he don't care, which is even more fucked up. I feel bad in all of this for Olivia because I feel like Olivia is really jeopardizing her happiness because it's obvious she wants Sonny for God knows what reasons. Sonny is so selfish. I don't even know why Olivia even want that man. You might as well go get you somebody else. So anyway, Elizabeth and AJ are talking. AJ told Elizabeth he wanted to take their relationship to the next level. She had a weird look on her face like she thinking he about to propose to her. But he tells her he want to spend the night with her. He want to fuck her. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's how it is. So they go back to the Quartermain mansion. Well, before they did that, Elizabeth talking about the reason why she ain't sleep with AJ so far is because she's gun shy. That shit had me on the floor laughing. I was like, bitch, really? You got 3 kids by 3 different dudes and you're gun shy? I don't think so. You slept with your ex-husband's brother while you were engaged again to your ex-husband and thought your baby was his and you're gun shy? Bitch, stop lying. Your trick ass is not gun shy. So anyway, they go back to the Quartermain mansion. They try to sneak in there. I don't know why they trying to be quiet. It's a big ass mansion. I doubt anybody could hear when somebody comes through the front door. So they go upstairs to have sex. And I'm surprised this is the first time that they're having sex because AJ and Elizabeth been together since April. So it's surprising to me. So anyway, the episode closes out with everybody having sexy time. AJ and Elizabeth fucking. Michael goes home alone having flashbacks about him and Kiki. Olivia's leaving the Metro Court having flashbacks about her being with Sonny on his birthday. Sonny and Connie are about to have sex. Morgan and Kiki having sex. So everybody pretty much having sexy time. So anyway, it was a pretty good episode. I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a great day. See you later.